Hello and greetings. This is question 5 of October November 2025, A levels mathematics paper 3 variant 2. This is a complex number u given by a fraction. First of all, we can illustrate that a complex number is denoted as x plus iota with some number like real number and imaginary part. This can also be written as in terms of z as r of cos theta plus I sine theta. So in this particular case, if you see the numerator, so that is in this other form. And how do we get this r? This r can be easily taken with the, if you have the coordinates x and y, and the theta can be calculated as tan inverse of y over x. So in this particular case, if we observe that this equation and this equation is same, just with the power of 4 over here and that is not over there. So we can write this first equation, and we also know that if you have this form, what I have written over there, cos of theta plus I sine theta, this term can be written as e raised to power iota of theta, that would be equal to sign in between. So in this particular case, if I take the numerator, so the numerator in this case is cos of 1 over 7 pi plus iota of sine pi by 7 over the power 4. So instead of keeping all the things same, iota remains same as it is, and the value of theta is pi by 7, and this all is in between. We can say that it has a power, that power is 4. And same goes for the other part, denominator. So for the denominator, I can I of this, but problem over here is that in the denominator you have negative sign over here, we have positive. So how to get this negative instead of positive? That means this angle must be in the quadrant, that is, I'll just make it right now. So we would say that is not with the power, so we'll say that this is just with I negative pi by 7. So that would be simple for the denominator. Now the question arises, they are not asking for these, they are asking to find the value of argument. For the value of argument, we know that the argument can be taken as the denominators, like if you have u, let's assume, so we can say that the both values power 4 can be taken as a quotient, negative iota and pi by 7. So we know that if you take out the base same, this goes up, so that would turn out to be, before making that, we will just simplify the numerator first. We would have I 4 pi by 7, and this would be just simply negative I. So if you rewrite this, let me just resize it. I've written very okay. So if I write u would be equal to e iota pi by 4 pi by 7, and this negative would turn out to be, this was negative, turn out to be positive iota pi by 7, and that would be the LCM. So I would say that u would be, if you just take the bases are same 7, and you would have iota 4 pi plus iota pi. This would give you us as e iota of 5 pi by 7. Now when we take the argument, so by taking the argument, we know that this iota cancels out, and this e also. So this, the main simple thing is that we can take that this thing would be the argument. So I'll just simply write that argument of u would be simply 5 pi by 7. Now this was our answer for the first part, because they're just asking for the argument of u. In the second part, yes, there is a complex argument, or we can say that conjugate of u. So we already have the argument of u with us. So u was five by 7, and if you take argument of this, or conjugate or complement or u star of this would be negative but we need to describe the geometrical transformation that maps u onto A and state the value. So we already have the argument. Now we can just simply rewrite the equation as in the terms of part 1, because in that particular case we had the equation that was we can write the complete equation cos of, let me just rewrite it again. So we can take u as an argument if we have the value, the angle is pi by 7, and the iota would also be sine of pi by 7, 5 pi by 7. And if you have to take conjugate or u steric of this would be just with the negative sign. Now the question arises that how you can figure it out, that where it is mapped onto it. So for mapping, we can just simply have a little illustration of the quadrants, that where does this 5 by sine lies. So that is just for our understanding. So if we say that the positive, we know that it starts from here till here, the angle is positive over here and this. So if you have positive 5 by 7, it would be somewhere around, u would be here, and we can say that from here to here clockwise, that will be the positive 5 over 7 pi. And obviously when you have a reciprocal or star conjugate, it is the reverse value from the origin. So we can simply say that u star or the conjugate of u would be lying over here. So we can observe that this would be the negative clockwise, sorry, minus pi. So what we have observed from this, that you can see that u and u star is a reflection between the real axis. X-axis we can't call it because it's a complex number, so we can call it that u and u star is a reflection in real axis.